Hello, hey, this is Bill. I'm here today to show you how to assemble our pedestrian bridge. This is going to be a bridge that goes over top of the racetrack. It's just an accessory piece to kind of liven up your race area. So anyways, just a fun item to have as an extra piece, similar to the spectator stands or the announcer stand. Pretty straightforward. So let's see if we can get started. We'll start with this guy right here. Also, you'll notice that we've put some design on this. This is to make it look a little bit cooler. So anyway, hopefully this looks good to you guys. I think it looks pretty awesome. All right, here we go. We're gonna start with adding the crossway here, and it's just gonna go in to these slots like that. And we're gonna add both the front and the back together. So let's get that started. And you can put it on here. I'm being a little generous here with the glue. Put a lot on if you need to. And you can always spray a little bit of this on here, get it to dry just a little bit quicker. A little bit of pressure. That should work. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but on this side, like this. All right, let's get some glue on here. Woo! A little bit of pressure, and that should be I always keep an extra stick or something on hand, maybe this way I can just kind of clean some of these spaces in here so that it's got a nice clean finish, so it doesn't have like a bunch of glue all spilling out there. All right, so now I'm going to take this guy here, it's got a little sharp point on it, and we're going to install these on the inside right here. And just kind of have to make sure everything's aligned up. Like that. I always pre-fit everything just to make sure it's going to fit well. This guy's a little bit tight right now. Let's see if we can figure out why. Oh, there we go. All right. And then always have this design facing either to the outside or to the inside. You don't want to put it on backwards. You won't be able to get the benefit of that look if you install it backwards. So let's go ahead and get some glue on here. And then put this back on. So something like that. All right, and then we can take let's go ahead and just put this other inside one on real quick. So just like right in here, you can kind of see there's a little bit of glue that spilled over. I always like to clean that off. So, because we're not going to want any glue right there. This is going to be butting up against the track. Okay, well that's looking pretty good so far. Let's keep going. The little holes are where the marbles will sit, and they can, this way they won't roll around when you put this out onto your track. You know, they'll just stay put. And it works very similar to the way that the spectator stands work. That's going to be my standard when we have things where marbles can sit or stand. All right, so now we're going to add some glue to this guy here. And then get him installed in this little slot right there, like that. And then the other one, we'll do the same, but this one's just on the end. And I'm putting the burn side up so it kind of matches the rest of the model. All right, so there's those items. And then now we're going to add this guy right here. So there's a lot of places it needs to connect, but let's get some glue on here. Up here, pretty much in all of these little slots. All right, and then I'm just going to hinge it in there, really. Just put it like right there. And then you might need to move these a little around to get that to stick in there. Come on. There we go. There. And it is a good idea if you want to keep some rubber bands around. That way you can put some rubber bands around stuff to hold it together while you're gluing the other parts of the model. Something like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, let's do the other side. So that is looking pretty sweet. Nice little piece. Okay, and then there's another piece to put in, but before that we might want to put these guys in. So there are a couple of these pieces, and these aren't required, but if you want to put them in, you can. But they are just really to seal off this, so here on the back, so it doesn't look, you know, like open steps. And then you can put those in. And to install these, I think what I would do here is simply install or place some glue here and down there, and then slide it in like that. But like I said, these aren't required pieces. It's just for aesthetics. There we go. Something like that. And then we also have these pieces here, and they need to go in. Let's do this. This guy, we're going to put some glue on here. And then some glue right here. And then this guy is going to go into a hole right there, like that. It's going to glue against there, and then this one simply just pushes up against that so that it looks like that. And again, I'm just going to get a rubber band and put it around here. Like that. And hold it in place while it dries. Do the same thing for this one. Oh, glue's coming out fast. Again, it goes in the hole and then slides up there, and a rubber band holds it in place. Okay. This one, I'm going to put some glue on the back right here. And maybe some glue on the sides. And then we'll just push this guy up into this position right there. All right, I'm going to put the rest of these on here. We'll come back to you. Okay, now that we have this glued up, I'm going to go ahead and remove these rubber bands. All right, and then there we have our model. And the way that this is going to work with the track is you bring in your track. Here's a extra long piece. You have your track, and then this will just simply slide right onto it like that, and it will, no matter how high you have this track installed, this is sitting right in the groove on each side of the track, and that is going to sit on there just like that. And you can move it wherever you want. It can be any place on the track. You won't be able to put it over top of the clips, but anywhere where there's no clips, you'll be able to install this. All right. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. And then what you can do is add your marbles, and they'll just sit right in these little slots. So you can have some spectators standing over top of the bridge. You can have them down low. They can be, next to each other. There's all kinds of things you can do here now. So anyway, there you go. That is our crossover bridge over the track. All right, there you go. Have some fun.